You're listening to Factual Opinions with your hosts, Brian McCormick and Brian Kropp.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Factual Opinions. Ryan McCormick here with my co-host, as always, Brian Kropp. Brian, we are excited for another awesome episode. Our fourth episode of a series. We've been getting some good reviews from the first couple. I think
very good reviews. I've never been more excited for the show. I think we got one of the premier guests on today. We won't spoil it right now. You probably know who that is in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can tell the excitement in your voice. I can just really feel the energy in the room here. The studio is popping. We got some new Christmas lights over there. Good work by Jake.
Yeah, thank you, Jake.
Good job over there.
Oh, there he is.
Maybe he'll be back. He's giving us a thumbs up in there.
Yep.
So maybe he'll be back in later. That's 28, 29. And our special guest from the day is Isaac Whatley. So just right on the 30 seconds. Isaac Whatley is a big fan of the show, and we decided to bring him on to help us with some power rankings. We're going to go back to one of our favorite games called Who Said It?
Who Said It?
And then finish up with some bold predictions.
As always. Yeah. I think our regular listeners kind of know the drill by now.
Yeah. So, without further ado, we're going to introduce our power rankings topic. Once again, it involves food. It's not always going to involve food, but we like food a lot. Yeah. Today's question is top 10 ways to eat potatoes. Some examples: French fries, potato chips, baked potatoes. We're not going to spoil anything. Those are just a couple. So we had Isaac make a list of his top 10 ways to make potatoes or eat potatoes.
Ooh, before you get started, can I just say, in honor of the special potato episode, we are filming live from Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, we are. Shout out to Boise, Idaho. Thank you for...
We're on the blue football field right now.
Yeah, we are on Boise State University's blue turf, out here on the 35-yard line. They're renovating the 50, so we couldn't get out in the middle. But, without further ado, Isaac, if you want to go ahead, you know the drill. Give us your 10 through 6.
Okay, yeah. First, I just want to say thank you guys for having me on here. Been super appreciative to be a part of this.
Let's not get too emotional here.
Okay, and I'm also very passionate about potatoes. But as you said, starting with some at the bottom of the list, we have something called gnocchi, apparently, or at least that's how Gordon Ramsay's pronouncing it. And apparently that's kind of like a pasta made out of old potatoes. So it's not very popular, bottom of my list. Moving up, we got sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are great. They're really good, but they're not your typical fried potato product that I like to think of. So then we got steak fries. I really like fries, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. But I think steak fries just have a little too much substance to them, a little too much of that potato. It almost feels it's like you're eating a baked potato. We got potato skins, which are good if you load them up with cheese. I'm not sure if we were talking about accessories here, but if we're just talking straight up, potato skins. And then number 6, hash browns. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good hash brown for breakfast or dinner or
lunch,
afternoon snack?
Yeah, communists don't. Hitler, I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
It's
well documented that he did.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into our list. Great opinions.
Good opinion, but
this is factual opinions, so let's hear some facts too. Coming in at number 10, we have sweet potatoes. One of the ones Isaac had on his list, so he was almost there.
Yeah.
Are
very
sweet potatoes
close.
and yams the same thing?
I don't know.
I
know a lot of the southern listeners may be upset having sweet potatoes this low, but as he mentioned, we're in Idaho right now.
The Union one as well.
Yeah. Number 9, we have that pasta called gnocchi. Noshi, however you want to pronounce it.
Gnocchi.
I've had it once. It's okay, but it's like, why would you not just have regular pasta? I know Fazoli's doesn't carry it. Shout out to Fazoli's. Fast, fresh Italian Fazoli's.
Get their lunch deal, 2 entrees and a drink for $5.
I actually had Fazoli's for lunch today. Very good. Wasn't any gnocchi there.
No surprise.
Yeah, let's move on. Number 8, potato skins. Isaac once again had this on his list. Followed by 7 steak fries, excuse me. Kind of like he said, they're like French fries, but less crunchy and more potato.
They're good every once in a while, but you want crisp.
You kind of want
steak.
They kind of keep you held over until steak comes.
Fact.
And then number 6, we have tater tots. Very popular among the elementary school cafeteria ladies. They're pretty good. There's different ways you can have them, but we have them at number 6 on our list.
Classic product placement in Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh
yeah.
Who doesn't remember the "Give me your tots" scene?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move back to Isaac's opinions here. Let's get 5, 4, and 3.
5, 4, and 3. All right, for 5, I put your classic baked potato.
Okay.
Now, I struggle with this because, again, I'm not sure if we're talking loaded or plain. But
we'll allow
some cheese.
Yeah, you can make it how you want.
Sour
Yeah.
That's it how I want.
kind of the hospitality we offer on the show.
Well, thanks. That sort of changes everything, but for the sake of what we have. Baked potatoes, number 5. Load it up with sour cream, cheese. Make that bad boy loaded. Number 4, I have tater tots a little higher up on the list.
Okay.
Like you said, Napoleon Dynamite. That movie really kind of changed my life.
That's a good opinion.
And then, do you want me to give number 3 as well?
Yeah, go ahead and give us number 3.
Number 3 is potato chips. I
Yeah.
think they're the unsung heroes. You know, you got a lot of corn chips with the popularity of Doritos.
Yeah.
But I think
Fritos.
that the good old-fashioned potato chip started it all. You know, you get some Lay's up in there. So that's my...
Yeah, I think sometimes I forget about potato chips.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm in a coma or, have a concussion, can't remember things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I hate going into comas.
yeah.
You gotta snap out of it.
Speaking of comas, I know one of my favorite things to eat on Thanksgiving to put myself in a food coma is our number 5 way to eat potatoes, and that's mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just your classic mashed up potato, maybe with some butter or some cheese in there.
Yeah.
Nothing too fancy,
You
but
can just make them right from a box that you get at Target or Walmart, which is the number 1 grocery store in the world.
yeah. Or if you want to pretend like you're in 1837, you can peel them and then crush them up. However, either way is fine. Usually, I just have my mom make them.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way I found of making them.
My mom makes them too. Shout out to our mom.
Yeah, shout out to mom.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Number 4, we have the baked potato. Once again, by itself, not that great. Probably like a number 8 or 9. But it is, once you put the other stuff, the butter, sour cream,
even
cheese.
if you just add butter, it elevates itself.
Butter really adds to anything. And then another thing that butter is really good on is our number 3. That's potato chips.
Yeah.
Like Isaac said, classic potato chips, some Lay's, some knockoff Lay's, J's, however else you want to, wavy Lay's. Shout out to Lay's for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, thank you, Lay's.
Lay's potato chips since 1897. So there's our 5 through 3. Let's go ahead and go back to Isaac. Come on back in here, Isaac. Shake the handle.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, here
we go.
I'm out of breath from running in here.
Okay, let's hear your number 2 and your number 1 opinion.
Number 2, I put mashed potatoes. I think, as you mentioned, Ryan, it's a great Thanksgiving classic, and I think it's clear that a lot of people comment that it looks like ice cream.
Okay.
And I think you put some gravy on there, and it looks like chocolate sauce on ice cream. You're almost tricking yourself into eating something more healthy. So mashed potatoes is a great classic. And you want me to go on with my number 1?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hear your number 1.
All right. Number 1, best way, I suppose this is an opinion, is French fries. I don't think any of us have driven down the highway, seen those golden arches, and said, I'm going to pass up some French fries.
Yeah, thank you for not mentioning the golden arches. We're not sponsored by that.
We're not going to pay for that.
So,
okay.
Yeah, keep it there.
Yeah.
You see restaurant signs in general.
Like a restaurant like Fazoli's.
Yeah.
Fazoli's, fast, fresh Italian.
So they're like little sticks of tasteful glory that you can just crunch onto and eat one or 50 at a time.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and
that was actually a really good opinion.
That was a really good opinion. We'll get back to that.
Some facts.
Let's go ahead and get our number 2. We have hash browns. I personally had hash browns at the top of my list.
Do you prefer the hash browns that you get at like Waffle House?
Yeah, I prefer
or do you
the shredded.
Like the ones that you get at the Golden Arches.
I prefer like the shredded because you can put stuff on it.
Ketchup.
The ones that are already put together. Yeah, they're kind of. You get them how you get them.
They're basically glorified tater tots.
They are.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like a tater tot with cheese and other stuff on it.
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and hear our number 1. Isaac, you mentioned that it was your opinion, but your opinion is actually a fact because our number 1 is French fries.
All right.
Like you mentioned, they are
the first time that's happened.
Yeah, I think it is a first time.
We should take a picture.
Minus Ryan Walker, who is our resident expert. We'll get to him in a minute. But yeah, the French fries. There's just so many different kinds. I think the only negative thing I can think of with French fries is the word French.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maybe American fries.
It's such an American pastime. The Golden Arches restaurant, it's an American pastime. And the fact that they put the word French in there really is a bit of a buzzkill. So I prefer Freedom fries or just fries in general.
Yeah. It's like you don't call baseball, French ball or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just American pastime. Nothing I can think of more American than, French fries, baseball, and drinking a 52-ounce Dr. Pepper with a nice meal.
Oh, yeah.
Through a straw.
Yeah, bendy straw preferably.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get picky.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, we have a resident expert who we like to tune into on the show, Ryan Walker. He is a very special guest and a friend of the program, I would consider.
Big friend.
Yeah, big friend of the program. We're going to go ahead and try to get him on the line here. Let's see if we can get him. Okay, so Jake is connecting us now to Ryan. We're going to go ahead and put it on speaker like always so that you guys can hear him. Oh, it's ringing. Oh, quick answer. Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. You're back on Factual Opinions.
Hey,
Here
Ryan.
with Brian Kropp and Isaac Whatley on the show today. We're going over our power rankings for the top ways to eat potatoes. So if you want to, like potato chips, French fries, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, just to give you a few. If you want to go ahead and give us your top three.
Starting with number 3, of course.
Yep. So whenever you're ready.
Number 3, probably going to have to go with the baked potato.
Good choice.
Good one.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm going to go French fries.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Good opinion.
Pretty close there.
So, number 1, mashed potatoes. May I add gravy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine.
Yep.
We'll allow it.
Be number 1.
We'll allow it. So there you go. The number one way to eat potatoes, according to Ryan Walker, is mashed potatoes. Ryan, as always, thank you for your time and your opinion here on the
Good
show.
opinion.
We will.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yep. We'll talk to you again soon.
See you next time.
So there you have it. Ryan Walker once again with some expert advice. Pretty good, like always. He's not always perfect, but we'll count it. And we're gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back with our favorite game called Who Said It.
Factual Opinions is brought to you by...
Do you ever find yourself in need of legal advice? If you found yourself stuck, just remember that
McCormick is lawyer.
Car accident?
McCormick is lawyer.
wife divorcing you?
McCormick is lawyer.
Custody battle?
McCormick is lawyer.
IRS coming after you?
McCormick is lawyer.
Double homicide charges?
McCormick is lawyer.
Hit by a golf cart at your country club?
McCormick is lawyer.
Not enough air in your footballs?
McCormick is lawyer.
Accidentally pooped your pants?
McCormick is lawyer.
Dog eat your goldfish?
McCormick is lawyer.
Sentenced to death in a North Korean prison?
McCormick is lawyer.
For all legal trouble, both big and small, call McCormick and McCormick Law Firms at 317-690-6098.
McCormick is lawyer.
Hello and welcome back in here to Factual Opinions. We're here about to play one of our favorite games on the show called Who Said It. It is a game where we have three celebrities who I found tweets from. Today we have Chris Pratt, Ryan Reynolds, and then our special guest, Isaac Whatley.
Hey,
And how this game works is I'm going to read the tweet, and then these two guys have to try to figure out who said it. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. No, I'm ready.
Okay. Jake, give us a thumbs up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and
Thank you,
get
Jake.
started. The first tweet says, I got diarrhea for a second because I thought I got hacked. Now, was that said by Chris Pratt, Ryan Reynolds, or Isaac Whatley? Brian, as our co-host here, we will let you go first.
I'm gonna go with Chris Pratt.
Okay, Isaac, what do you think?
I'm thinking with the Deadpool movie coming out, Ryan Reynolds is pretty crude. Diarrhea is pretty crude, so I'm going to go with Ryan Reynolds.
The answer is Chris Pratt. So we're Brian on the scoreboard here with a 1-0 lead.
Oh.
Okay.
I am the reigning champion.
He is the
Let's
reigning
not forget
champion,
that.
undefeated, I would say, at 1-0. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It says, it's neat to have entire conversations using only air quotes. Also, punching myself to death is fun. Who said it? Isaac, we'll go to you first.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Ryan Reynolds again. I don't think that's something that Chris Pratt would say, and I don't recall myself saying it.
I'm gonna go against Isaac here and say that Isaac said that.
You think
Ooh.
Isaac said it? Well, the correct answer is indeed Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
So Isaac tying it up there with one apiece. The next one says, The Hunger Games was okay. Now, that is a very bold statement, saying that The Hunger Games was just okay. Was it said by Isaac Whatley, Chris Pratt, or Ryan Reynolds? Let's go back to Brian.
I'm going to go with Isaac again.
Isaac, what do you think?
You know, I'm gonna have to agree because I don't remember if I tweeted that, but I do know that I was not impressed with the Hunger Games.
Well, you guys are both right. That was said by Isaac.
All right.
I know you're gonna get a lot of hate for that, so be careful the next couple
It's
days.
okay.
Walking
You
through
might want
campus.
to make your Twitter private.
Yeah, just real quick vent. It's not cinema. It's just a big. Okay, I could go on. Sorry.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It said, "I'd appreciate it if nobody posts any spoilers for the next round of Papa John's pizza commercials." Isaac, to you.
I think that sounds like a Chris Pratt.
What do you think, Brian?
I'm going to go with Ryan Reynolds.
The answer is Ryan Reynolds. So Brian taking a 2-3 lead. We've got two more we're going to go through real quick. The next one says, "If not for the cowardly actions of John Wilkes Booth, Abraham Lincoln would have turned 207 today." Brian, we're going to go to you first.
I know Isaac's a big history and politics guy.
Big
so-
John Wilkes Booth fan.
Yeah.
So are you going with Isaac?
Just by that reaction, I think I'm going to go with Isaac.
Okay.
You know, I could see myself saying something like that, so I think Brian has merit here, but I don't remember tweeting it, so I'm going to say Chris Pratt.
The answer is Chris Pratt.
Oh.
So Isaac tying it up there at 3 apiece. We're going to go to our tiebreaker real quick. Let's see. What do we want to do? This one says, "Just spent 3 minutes reading about quantum physics on Wikipedia, and I still don't get it." Isaac, we're going to go to you first.
I'm going to take a leap of faith here and say Ryan Reynolds.
Brian, what do you think?
Is this the only tiebreaker?
This is the only tiebreaker.
I guess I got to go big or go home. I'm going to go with Chris Pratt.
The answer is Chris Pratt. He said that right before filming his movie Passengers.
Okay.
So Brian with a narrow victory there by a point. He remains undefeated
It's
at
just kinda what I
2-0.
do.
Once again, the champ of Who Said It. We're going to get your name engraved on the trophy again. Jake, go ahead and bring it in here. Let's get a picture with it real quick. And
Scoot over to the left a little bit, Jake.
let's get one with the flash now. And perfect. There you go.
No, hey,
Did I
you
blink?
should probably do a few more.
Okay.
A few more. No,
Can-
do it
Can
horizontal.
I throw up a
Do
peace
it
sign?
landscape.
Yeah.
Do it landscape.
Let's do a funny one now.
Can you
And
take
then-
one of those
Which-
pictures where if you touch it, like
Do a
it moves
boomerang.
a little?
Boomerang. Yeah.
Do
Let's
a
do
boomerang.
Are you
Here,
ready?
move it a little up and
There you go.
go.
Let's go ahead and bring the whole staff in.
Wait, what?
Let's get the
Hey, let's get the
producers,
interns
the
in
sound guys. Yeah, the interns in here too.
Oh, Mark,
Isaac,
Mark,
do you want to go in
stay.
here in second place?
Well, we got to start at least thinking about captions because
Yeah.
the picture's totally worthless without a good caption.
Yeah. We'll have our interns on that. They're pretty good. Let's get
Filters,
one more
filters
with
too.
everybody, and then we'll try a couple out with filters, and we'll get back to it. Okay, you ready? And okay, perfect.
All right, cool.
We're gonna go ahead and go over filters and captions during this next commercial break, but stay tuned for some more bold predictions coming up soon.
Factual Opinions is brought to you by
Hey Ryan, what are you eating over there?
Just some McDonald's delicious
Oh.
French fries.
Are we allowed to say the M word on the show?
As of 5 minutes ago, we are now sponsored by McDonald's.
Endorse it.
Oh, how'd you make that work?
Well, our friends over there at Fazoli's, fast, fresh Italian, hooked us up with a sponsorship deal with McDonald's.
I hear over at Fazoli's they have this lunch deal. There's 2 entrees and a drink for $5.
Or you can get you a large size Dr. Pepper. And for just $1 more, you can get an extra McRib.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba!
I'm loving it.
Alright, we are back live in the studio. Isaac, get back in here. Isaac's at the water cooler. Here he is, he's back.
You just got some really juicy gossip at the water cooler.
Oh, let's save that for later.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Save that for another episode. Okay, so everyone knows it's time for bold predictions.
Of course.
I don't have to build that up
No.
anymore. So let's just get right into it. There's always this event here at Ball State, even though we're in Idaho right now.
Yeah.
Ball State's home for us.
Yeah.
Called Chirp Fest. We'll be back in Muncie in time for this. And there was the rumor that Chance the Rapper was going to be at Chirp Fest, but that got shot down. So I want some bold predictions on who they're going to bring in because now they have to live up to that hype, you know?
Yeah.
So whoever wants to go first on that.
Isaac, do you want to go ahead and start us off with a bold prediction?
Bold prediction of who's going to be at Chirp Fest. I'm thinking possibly Taylor Swift, just because I think she sort of has that small town vibe.
Yeah.
But she's also got the pop side to her.
She likes the college scenes.
Yeah, she does like the college scene, and I hear that she's feeling 22. So
I hear Taylor Swift isn't big enough to get Emmons Auditorium.
No,
Yeah.
she probably couldn't sell out.
Cruise Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, more of a
Um,
Bruce, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a prediction here. I think they're going to go a little old school with a performance. I'm thinking Prince and Michael Jackson, maybe a little old school pop.
Yeah.
I know they're very popular among some of the college kids these days, so
That is quite the bold.
I
Very
mean,
bold.
I would go ahead and buy your ticket right now. Prince and Michael Jackson. I think they're coming to Trip Fest this year.
That's very bold. I'm gonna go with Billy Joel.
Okay.
He announced that he's coming to. He announced tour dates, I guess. He's coming to Lambeau Field in Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, and
Wrigley Field, I think.
yeah, Wrigley Field, probably Fenway.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking he's got a surprise date coming, and that's Chirp Fest.
It would align with all the other
Monsignor.
concerts in the venues.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Chance the Rapper and his tour dates left off, didn't have a Chicago day and left this like opening when Lollapalooza is. You just know that Billy Joel will be on stage at Chirp Fest, and you could write that in stone because it's gonna happen.
Wow. Okay. What else do we have for bold predictions today?
Okay, we're just gonna have one more. We usually have 3. We're gonna do 2 today.
Gotta make this one extra bold.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Trump's, if you don't know, our president is Donald Trump. He's been meeting a lot of world leaders recently, and like the media likes to analyze little things like his handshakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want some predictions, and they have to be bold because that's what we do, on the next handshake that is gonna be publicly viewed between Trump and a world leader.
Okay. I've actually been thinking about this a lot, and I had a dream about it last night. I don't want to call it prophecy, but it was a dream. Donald Trump, I believe, will be meeting with Kim Jong-un pretty soon.
Yeah, I think that's been on the calendar.
He's from the movie. What
The
was it
Interview.
called? The Interview.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
where he made his debut.
Yeah, that's where he's famous from.
Yeah.
And I think he's not the kind of guy who you would think would do the typical, just hi, nice to meet you handshake. So I'm thinking, slap at the right hand, slap at the left, back to the right. They both spin, grab it, hug, and then double fist pump.
It's like it's coordinated. Like
It is.
They've been planning it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
that's interesting
Okay.
and bold.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Isaac.
Oh, I'm thinking a similar vibe. I think he's gonna have a pre-made handshake with actually, I think more than just Kim Jong Un. I think I think maybe Vladimir Putin and him will finally hit it off. I know there's been a lot of speculation there.
Okay.
So that's a prediction.
Okay.
All right, good one. Do you guys remember that old like prank toy where you put it in your hand and make like a little buzzing
Oh
shot?
yeah.
I think Trump's got one of those lined up
I can see it.
for little Kimmy.
Okay.
Good, and I think that just is kind of a metaphor of the good relationship that we have with North Korea.
Just like hey,
and,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and it's just everyone will get a good laugh out of it, including the press and all the photographers there.
I know CNN will be a big fan of that.
Yeah, and that'll just kind of lighten the mood and, just
That's
kind of
pretty
feel
bold.
our nation.
Yeah, I think that could be a key to the peace between us and North Korea. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
move
those-
to some shout outs.
Those are really bold. Yeah, let's go to some shout outs. I think one thing I want to emphasize with this show is we're not afraid to call people out. I'm going to call my mom out. She finally listened to our first episode. She's like a week and a half late. She said Fazoli's doesn't have the best breadsticks. Fazoli's fast, fresh Italian. She said Macaroni Grill.
2 entrees and a drink for $5.
Yeah, she said Macaroni Grill was up there. Like, they're not even on the list. Like,
Yeah.
respect the facts.
Good opinion, Ryan's mom. But
Yeah, even though you're my mom, I'm still going to call you out. I still love you, though. Brian, do you have anybody you want to call out?
yeah, I'd like to call out my entire family.
Wow.
None of them, I don't think, listened to our most recent episode. I've texted my mom the link for the first, 3, but I don't think she took it upon herself to check out the 4th one, so, yeah. But I also want to give a shout-out to my roommate, Ben, who's the newest subscriber to our YouTube channel. And, by the way, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep, Factual Opinions. Follow us on Twitter at Factual Opinion 5.
The 5 works as an S.
Yeah, like us on Facebook. If you're into email, we have Factual_opinions. Something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't email
Don't
us.
email
Yeah.
us. That's
Yeah,
not
just
a good
tweet
idea.
at us. Slide in our
Yeah,
DMs.
yeah.
Isaac, you have any shout outs? Do you have a dog?
You
You know what? I've actually got I've got a call out. I want to call out my dog because she has but 3 legs and is
Ooh.
kind of useless. So I just want to say, Maple, you were adorable and cute, but now you're just sort of pathetic and only have 3 legs. I would like to give a shout out to the unsung hero here, Jake, who has been working so diligently.
thank
this
you,
whole
Jake.
time.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you for coming out here with us to Boise.
He's always helping us run these podcasts, so I'm just going to give a shout out to him.
He's always
Yeah.
going the extra mile.
He,
That's why I like
you
to
never
say.
hear him, but he's always here.
He's smiling now.
Yeah, he knows.
There's that $1 million smile.
Yeah.
And be sure to tune in next week. It's Girls Week,
Ooh,
so Ryan, you
okay.
want to elaborate on that?
Yes, we're gonna have our first female guest on the show. Actually, next Tuesday and next Friday. 2 of the biggest names in podcast. Not really, they're just our friends. But you'll get to meet them. So
We're excited.
make sure you tune in, and you'll get to hear some female voices on the show for the first time. So
See ya.
yeah, that's all the time we have today. We're gonna wrap things up,
Bye.
and we will see you on Tuesday.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.